Being a guard in NBA 2K25 this year is a nightmare, man. Nothing but blitzes, double teams. You can't shoot. You got RNG. Well, I know how to defeat all that. And it's time to teach y'all boys on the first day at Guard Academy. YouTube, y'all boys know the vibes already, bro. What's going on with y'all boys, man? Now look, man, y'all boys seen the title. It's time. It's time to do a motherfucking Guard Academy video, a real Guard Academy video, bro. I'm gonna actually teach y'all how to go from park bum to stage god, bro. Come here, my nigga. Come real close, bro. Look. Don't be scared to add me, gang. Add me up. If y'all boys want to hoop, if y'all boys need a third guard, look, I've been needing people to play with too. Don't be afraid to add me up, gang. Look, I'm live on Twitch and TikTok every night too, bro. Pull up to the stream, ask me to play. I be needing teams, bro, so let me know, gang. Look, bro, like I said in part one, we gonna go over the SIGS, jump shots, and I'm gonna teach y'all boys some tips on how to read the game, how to make the game 20 times easier for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you really want to play to win, watch the whole video, man. Part one, we coming crazy. Part two, we coming even crazier. It's gonna be a step-by-step class, so make sure y'all boys see that like and subscribe button. All right, y'all boys. Now look, bro, I explained this in my last video. Y'all boys gotta make sure y'all had good settings. Only good shot timing y'all boys need to use is high risk and high risk only. Do not want to make no whites. You don't want to make no whites. For the layups, bro, y'all boys gotta have around real player, bro. This is how you literally make every single layup in the game. Shot time and visual cue, you gotta use push or release, bro. These two are up here are troll. You gotta use push or release, bro. This is another underrated setting people don't value, bro. Passive dribble hand switches. You do not want this. This brings so much delay whenever you dribble, gang. Look, I explained this in my last video too, bro. There's a secret setting in the main menu that y'all boys need to make sure y'all don't got, which is motion blur. Put that on 0. Absolute 0. This creates so much delay in your game, is not even funny, bro. All right, next thing you want to do, bro, you want to go to your settings on your console, bro. I explained this in my last video. I have a whole tutorial on it on my last video. You want to make sure that you're playing wired up. Do not play on Bluetooth with the USB in, bro. With the USB in, I dropped the whole tutorial in my last video how to do this, bro. Now look, y'all, this is my version of my 6.4, bro. Now look, there is a 99 3-point version build. I dropped the video going in depth on all the good 6.4 builds. Y'all boys can go ahead and go to that video if y'all boys want to look at it. But look, I don't have 99.3 because I feel like I don't need 99.3. If you feel like you need it, go check out the other build video. All right, y'all boys, so here's my SIGs and animations. Now I'll say there's about 4 mandatory ones y'all boys cannot change. I have a whole nother video I just dropped about 2 days ago that y'all boys can go check out if y'all boys want to try out some other SIGs. Y'all boys gotta go dribble pull up Pro 2. This is mandatory, gang. If you're not using Pro 2, you're trolling. Top jumper Kyle Lowry, you gotta use this because this has the Chad Moore slide and the Rory slide that you can activate. Darius Garland, non-negotiable. If you don't have Darius Garland on your guard, it's an actual troll. Here are the rest of my SIGs. I have other ones if y'all boys for all these other animations that y'all boys can do in my other video. All right, bro, here's my chicken custom. Now look, bro, we're using Patty, Oscar. Here's the blending, man. Look, Patty is one of the best releases in the game because you can absolutely shoot over almost any build. Like, you will always get an animation that you can shoot over people. Not only that, it is one of the fastest jump shots in the game. So I recommend you use 3 out of 4 speed. If you like super duper fast, go ahead and use that 4 out of 4, but like I said, beware. It is extremely fast, okay? Now for dunk styles, let me tell y'all boys about something about dunk styles, bro. Do not use one-handers. There's only a couple valid one-handers. Most of them are not valid. I'm going to show y'all boys the valid ones, but look, one-handers and flashies. There's about 1 or 2 that are actually valid. Because look, when you go for a dunk, you don't want no slow animations and you don't want to get blocked. So look, basic hangs off 2, athletic hangs off 2, rim grazers off 2, basic 2-handers, athletic 1-handers. Now look, I'm only using this one because it goes up fast. The rest of the 1-handers, bro, is clipped. Y'all go up super duper slow. Double clutches off 2. You don't use no tomahawks or back scratchers, all right, because that's how you get blocked. This is the only flashy dunk I use because you don't get no wonky animation with it. Now look, for the 1-footers, bro, I use hangs off 1, quick drops off 1, basic 2-handers off 1, and then flashy off 1. That's it. These are my standing dunks. D-Book has the best signature dunk because he has the real quick ones. And Latrell Sprewell, he has some of the quickest ones, you know what I'm saying? You want ones that drop in the basket super quick. You don't want to be doing all that flashy stuff that has you in the air, doing all these slow run-ups. Nah, you don't want none of that. For alley-oops, I just have on Pro. All right, y'all boys, so here go the first lesson of Guard Academy, bro. How to beat the press. Look, we're going to take a look at this situation. As you can see, they're double pressing me. You got the lockdown and the center double pressing me. What you want to do is, bro, in this situation, once you get the ball, as I do right here, You need to let the other person move. You need to see how they're playing it. You don't want to be the first one to move. Let them make the move first. The reason being is that when they move, you just go opposite. It's so simple. So look, as you can see, the lockdown, he's playing my right side. I'm letting the nigga move. I run right past him left side, get an easy corner fade. Here's an updated example on how this still works. Now look, just don't move. Let them make the first move. See how he reaches? I'm going. I'm out of there. You got to react quick. Beating the press. I'm beating the press. And most of them, bro, they got to play catch up. So they're going to play under the screen. They're not going to full court press you the whole game. It's literally just a simple game of cat and mouse. Look, he even does it right here. He waits for me to reach and then he goes. You know what I'm saying? Then I got to play under the screen because I can't catch up to him. You know what I'm saying? And look, y'all boys, I cannot tell y'all boys enough how important it is to use your left stick. You gotta use it. You don't always need to use a dribble animation. Look, if I don't wrap around right there with my left stick, it's clipped. I'm getting blitzed right there. Y'all boys gotta utilize L2 in your left stick. And if you're in a situation where the lock is straight up on you like this, you gotta use your left stick, bro. Either run right past him or use your left stick. Do not use that right stick, gang. All right, bro, this is tip number 2, bro. Look, I cannot stress how important it is to take twos as a guard, bro. Look, in this game, it is very, very, very important to keep leads, bro. Very, very important, bro. Anybody is due to make it, due to miss. So it's very important to keep a lead, bro. So it's very important to take twos. Now look, this is how you beat double teams, bro. There's gonna be so many situations, times where you just get straight up double team. Like they don't give a fuck about your teammates. They're giving your teammates a Ben Simmons treatment, bro. So this is very important to take twos. You gotta take your twos and read situations. Now look, as y'all boys can see, bro, they are double teaming the shit out of me. So if you're in a party with your center, or if your center has a brain, you need to tell him to slip, bro. And they can't be afraid to take twos. As you see, they're both full sprinting in my direction. My center is still sitting there holding the screen, not reading it. We damn near gotta be on the same wavelength. Like, if you have a center with a brain, he should be able to do this easily. But as you can see, bro, he waits super late to slip, and I end up getting blitzed. But I also gotta remind y'all boys, it's important for y'all to throw the slips, because like I said, bro, you don't need to fiend for threes. Now, there's points and times in the games where you need a three at all costs. Now look, I didn't explain this when I was actually live recording it, but look, the times where you need threes: 1, when your lockdown can't get a stop for it to save his life and the score is dumbing down. Another example is when you're down 3 possessions in a game. You're down 3 possessions, say you're down 3-12, and your team is not getting any stops. Like I said, it's mandatory to take a 3. But when the score is 0-0 like this, it is important to take good shots to make sure your team stays in the lead. So yes, twin, take them twos, maintain a lead, make the game a whole lot easier for yourself. Because if you're trailing and shoot yourself out the game, give them easy buckets and fast breaks, bro, you already know how it's gonna be in the party. Niggas gonna start bitching, niggas gonna start complaining, bro. Just make the game easier for yourself and your team. But look, the score is 0-0. Read the situation, gang. As you can see, they're both still full spreading at me. They don't give a fuck about my center, like, at all. But look, this time, bro, my center finally gets clipped and then he fucking slips, so we're good. But like I said, it's still our responsibility to throw the slip. Now y'all gonna see me fuck up this possession. This possession's on me. Look, I'm thinking I can get my shot off right here. I fucking can't. He jumps at me. But look, it still led the center to get a free board, but this dumbass took up the 2. It's still our responsibility to throw the slips. We gotta have discipline, fellas. On the guard piece, you gotta have discipline. You gotta know when to take your 2s, when to shoot 3s. As you can see, they're still in a no guard score mentality. His dumbass ran from the paint to go guard me instead of guarding the center. They don't want me to get a 3 up at all costs. So that's why it's important to take every single 2. And a lot of teams are like that. If they don't have defense, they'll sit there and double team you all game. But you got to know, if you're going to get 2s, you're eventually going to get a stop. Trust the defense, fellas. Like I said, another prime example. Look, do not shoot yourself out the game. Take your 2s. As you can see, they are in a no guard score mentality, bro. You gotta take the 2. Dot your slips. Look, last and final tip, bro. Y'all boys gotta use y'all left stick and y'all L2. Now look, y'all boys probably like, what the fuck? Like, what? Bro, look at this right here, bro. You gotta know, if someone's coming to blitz you, bro, just run the other way with your left stick. Like, it sounds so simple, but bro, you'll be surprised how many people don't do it, bro. Doing that and using L2 will prevent you from getting blitzed so much. You never just want to run in a straight line. Bro, everyone on this game spams. Like, absolutely spams. Nobody actually plays defense. Like, they just sit there and pray to Jesus, pray to Mike Wayne, Ronnie 2K to get a blitz. So y'all boys are going to see coming up right here, bro. Y'all boys are going to see a prime example. As y'all boys can see, bro, I'm getting the ball up court, bro. Look. I can just tell by the way he's playing for a blitz. Look how he's coming. Look, he reached out the play already. And if you take your time and be simple, it's gonna come to you, bruh. It's gonna come to you. Look at him just reaching out the play. He's not disciplined at all. So the more patient you are on this game, bro, the more it'll work out for you. See, look how I get a free 3 here because the guard is reaching out to play like an idiot instead of just getting on me. If he got on me right there, he probably would have got the lane. But look, he's undisciplined and he reaches out to play. All right, y'all boys. So I hope y'all boys enjoyed the video, man. Hopefully I was able to teach y'all boys something, man. You know what I'm saying? So look, part 2, man. Give me the 10 likes for part 2, man. I hope y'all boys enjoy the video, bruh. And I love y'all boys. Stay blessed, man. Keep God in y'all life, bro. Make sure y'all boys read your Bible. Stay prayed up. And yeah, I'm out.